Hello all, welcome back to the channel, Ezo here, and today we're going to be talking about the changes that happened in BDO for 2021. Now, the reason why I'm making this is because some of my friends have decided to come back to the game for the class reworks and also for the upcoming winter region. And I kind of compiled a list for them so they would be able to catch up on all of the things that had happened, at least the ones that are relevant to them. And I hope that this might help some of the new players and returning ones too, as they watch the video and see what are the things that they can do now and what are the things that change in terms of the game mechanics. But first, let me thank you those that have subscribed to the channel, and if you haven't yet, hopefully the videos that I will be putting out in the future will be helpful for you and you would consider doing so. And with that said, let's start with the list. And just so to note, I'm not going to cover all of the changes in 2021, but the top changes that I believe is worth it for new and returning players to know. And also, I'm going to be skipping on the war content, as like a lot of the returning players won't be doing node wars or conquest wars right away. Now, before we go to the major updates, I just want to show you this section called the update history, and it's under the camping grounds on the main site. This shows you some of the changes that happened throughout the year. So this one, it still has the 2016 changes and up to 2021. But remember, this one doesn't have like the exact details of everything that changed. It's just the major one. So the first on my list is the enhanced success rates for the Tuvala gear. So this is very great for people that are coming in for the winter season, along with the class reworks. As you would see, the duo and the tri enhanced rates is 60% now, and then 35% for the tet and pen, plus the stacks that they will be giving you. So it would greatly increase your chance of getting up to pen Tuvala gear right away. And also for the accessories, they increased it for the tri to 72%, tet to 59, and for the pen it's now 50.4%, plus the stacks again that you would be getting. So once you get this one, you will be set for the other updates that I'm going to be showing you in a bit. The next one is my favorite in terms of benefits for new and returning players, and that is the Valencia zone updates. So for the first one, they increase the amount of trash loot value for the drops in the following Valencia zones. So as you can see, road sulfur mines, if you were farming for a map, it was just 3,000 per trash loot. Now it's 18,600, and it's guaranteed base one. So it means you get one. So if you have Agris and loot scroll, you get three. So that's one. And then the other one was from December, which is the updates for the black magic crystal, which helps you out in your Jetina quest. So definitely try these zones out. Here's the map, and you would see it's very easy to access. If you're doing the seasons, then definitely you could grind here comfortably. The next one is a simple one. If you go to Battle Arena and you want to practice your crowd control or kind of like the debuffs that you apply to your enemies, then you could now see the counter on the top of the head of the kind of like the dummy. So you would know if they go immune after a certain combo, or if you are able to chain it enough to do succeeding CCs. So definitely a good practice for those that want to practice more on PvP. They updated the scrolls and now they call it the disco ball, and it's just a way for the scroll run to be much faster and more rewarding in a party, and you're not going to be just like soloing it one by one. So this is definitely a good thing for you to look into if you are a scroll runner before, or if you're a new player and your guild likes to run the weekly scrolls or the accumulated relic scrolls. Then this would get you a lot of memory fragments for your Jetina quest 2 for your pen and armors and weapons. They have implemented the blue maned Lion's Manor, or the Heidel's Manor, because it's just right outside of Heidel, and you can get this for 5 CP. Now there are a lot of things too that you could do over here. Some people have already made mazes in it, so if you are interested in the housing system, definitely check this out. This was released on November 3, 2021. Patch notes and all of the information that you would need is over there. One of the best quality of life improvements is the removal of the server limits for the Imperial deliveries. So now you don't have to fight other players in turning over your Imperial boxes, your cooking boxes, and you can now go back to your home base. So for me personally, I moved back to Silvia for this one, while before I stayed at Atoraxxion because like nobody was fighting me with the Guru cooking boxes there pretty much. So this is a good improvement for players that love to do the Imperial box for cooking, and also alchemy if you do that one. And they also introduced the heavy duty packing cord item, where you could do Imperial boxes now, not one at a time anymore, but by tens. So definitely saves you up time. You don't have to wait for 60 processes. It's just gonna be 6 now, or something depending on your character's weight limit. So for this one, BDO did introduce this one way back in 2020, but it's a good update for those that are returning. When you do the seasons, you are allowed to choose between a couple of things. Pen, Kaposha earrings, which is kind of like the TET equivalent of the yellow accessories. So we have now up to the Pen Kaposha necklace. And then after that, there is the bonus ones, which is like the Perilla stars and the Advice of Bulk plus 100. So if you want to get all of those, then like definitely try out the seasons as they come out. If you would want to get all of them without spending too much on actual tech accessories and gear up. Next is the progression pass. So they kind of make this one to be a guide for newer players that shows you the different categories in the game. It also shows you where to get your quests, your processes, and also have a link to the video wiki if you want to kind of like read up on some of the other stuff. But definitely check this one out. It would be on the top right part of your screen, and it would show you like, you completed an objective, check out your reward. So you won't miss it. It's always going to be doing that whenever you accomplish one thing. Next is the pen boss gear, which is kind of like the guaranteed way of you getting your pen weapons and armor. And if you do not want to buy it or enhance it yourself, then this is definitely going to be the path that you would be taking aside from the traditional enhancing. So this is kind of complicated. I made a video on this one. I try to simplify it as much as possible. So go check it out if you are interested in this one. But if not, they also have the information on their website. They made this infographic right here. So definitely check it out. So for those that wants to get the infinite potion and the infinite mana potion, it is now available through the pity system, where you get a piece of an item up to 100, and you could use that one towards getting the actual item. So this is a good thing for those that have quit doing the pot piece, feeling that they are not accomplishing anything, staying on the same grind spot for more than 200 or even some 400 hours. So if you do want to get them now, you could just casually grind it, try to get once a day, and you'll be set. They have released the co-op dungeons, and personally I haven't done much of these ones because of my schedule. But if you do want to find a group and also search more information on this one, it's also in the camping grounds on the update history, and there's a lot of videos regarding this one and groups that are actually looking for other people online. So definitely check out Discord for this one. So now on to some of the quality of life improvements that I really like. First is the search functions for your inventory and your warehouse. So gone are the days where you're trying to find out where your vinegar is. So you would be able to now search and it would highlight it. Next is your maids is now able to transfer a lot of items at once. It was kind of like a paid thing before, but people complained. So it's a good thing that they made it available for everybody. For this one, you are now able to exchange Blackstone weapon and armors for some stacks, and this comes with 30, 25, 20. So gone are the days where you would need to do the reblath plus 14 method to reach that sort of stack. So definitely this is a time saver for those that likes to enhance a lot. This next one is also my favorite, being able to sell directly now to the warehouse. So you don't have to carry the trash loot that you've accumulated to another vendor, or if you are bartering, you don't need to carry your T5s or the other ones that you want to sell to the wharf manager in order to get the silver. You can now also store your item loot scroll or your item collection scrolls into this gauge, and you are able to activate level 1 or stage 1 and stage 2, where the stage 1 is the blue and stage 2 is basically the yellow loot scroll, and you have to wait 5 minutes in between in order to switch. And also once you enter a town, which is also another update, it will be deactivated. But be careful, if you are out grinding and then you just leave it AFK, then you might kind of like consume 10 hours of loot scroll, so be careful on that one. And so guys, I'm not going to be continuing further on some of the updates because I think like those ones might be complicated for newer players too. So definitely go to the update history, but I'm just going to point out the ones that I would recommend reading up. So the Yar for the titles, of course, and then also the Elvia realm for those that are trying to gear up and wanted to go to the harder areas after they graduated. And then of course the Black Star armor set, it's out if you want to move from your converted gear or your Tuvala gear to like kind of like a cooler version of the armors. Definitely go for definitely check this one out. It's available in the market. If you want to see the stats, this is how it's going to look like. But just a note that the Fallen God helmet is going to come out, so definitely watch out for that one. And of course the Empowered World bosses is already out. You would see like the red marking when it gets announced on any server, so definitely check those one out, because like they do give a lot of gold bars and also some of the rare items that you might want to get, such as the Heart of Karanda, and then also like the Nuver materials for the Nuvericon armor, which is also going to be here in the update history. So guys, that is it for this video. Hopefully this has helped you out, especially for the new and returning players, to kind of give you a refresher of what BDO looks like and all of the things that you can do or might have missed in the recent patch notes. And hopefully that, you know, the future changes would continually improve the quality of life in the game and bring out more content. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit that subscribe button. And if you don't feel like it, then like hopefully in the future I would be able to make a video that would be helpful for you and you would be considering it. And as always, guys, thanks so much. I'll see you guys on the next video.